What is up, YouTube? Brandon here with D3, and today starts a series where I'll talk and take a close look at every stage I shot at the section championship match in Anchorage, Alaska. There were a total of about 12 stages, each one interesting. At the match, I finished 6th out of 35 in the carry optics division and 25th out of 115 overall. So not bad, but of course there's always room for improvement. Now, let's hop into it and watch this first stage called Cold Start.
Are you ready? Stand by. If finished on low choke clear. If clear, hammer down. Holster. Range is clear. Time 3740.
So as you can see, the stage started with your fingers having to touch the license plate. It took me about 2 seconds to get to my first shot on this partially covered target before simply working my way left and starting a backwards exit on that open target, that last open target. My transitions here took me a little time from shot to shot, mostly because I had to let my sight settle a bit more due to, the target distances and difficulty, but my exit was pretty smooth. After that, the next array was through this port, another partially covered target, steel, and a decently far open target. A good split on the partial, but the transition to steel was a bit too slow. Regardless, I was pretty proud of how quickly I got off the steel to move to the next open target. After a quick reload, while moving to the next array, it was a pretty easy shot on that big popper, which activated a swinger you'll see here in a second. Now, that tux to the left was at least 12 to 15-ish yards away, so I took a little more time on it with about a 0.6 second split time. This open target was a quick gimme, about 0.25 second split on that one, but here is where I started to mess up my stage plan and it felt like everything started to fall apart. I planned to shoot the swinger first from this position here and then address the open target next to it and the open target to the right of that wall from a different position further back. You can almost see how that would have worked here, but instead, in the moment, I thought to myself, oh, the swinger isn't there for me, so let me shoot this open target real quick. But by the time I executed, the swinger was already back and leaving again, so that jacked everything up. Now here, to address the last array, I messed up by stumbling on the edge of the shooting area. I definitely lost a smooth 1.5 to 2 seconds on that. And then I overshot my transition to the next target. Gotta remember eyes and gun. You can see here how I didn't do that well and had to quickly recover. Now, this target was invisible from the starting position, so unfortunately I had to shoot it from quite a ways away. And because of how the fault lines were set up, couldn't really get a full view of it. So I threw like 4 shots at it because I was not confident at all in the hits I was making based on my shot calling. Probably cost me about an extra second or so. Then on this last popper, of course, I would miss and end up at slide lock. Thankfully though, it only took me about half a second to realize what the heck was going on. So I reloaded, right at the edge of the 160, by the way. You can actually hear one of the ROs yelling at me about it. But thankfully, they didn't DQ me. Finally back on target. I missed to the right, then finally knocked it down. Overall, I could have shaved an extra 6 to 7 seconds off if I had executed it how I planned and didn't make a bunch of simple mistakes starting with that swinger. Sometimes mistakes start to snowball, which is definitely something I need to work on. But my hits were good. No deltas, no mics, no shoots or procedurals. If I had gone as fast as I had planned, I probably would have ended up with the hit factor closer to 5.4-ish, which would have put me around 14th place for the stage overall instead of 34th. All right, so takeaways. First, stick to the plan. Unless something goes majorly off the rails, there's really no reason to deviate. And 2, confirmation and discipline on target are key to ensuring hits the first time. In the future, I'll have some more videos on where I'll also give a comparison with some of the other shooters that were in my squad. But either way, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know all the algorithm things, and I'll catch you on the next one here on D3. Command your resolve.